الله صلى الله عليه وآله لكل شيء حلية وحلية القرآن الصوت الحسن. The Prophet, peace be upon him, and his family said, there is an ornament for everything, and a good voice is the ornament for the Quran.
والضحى والليل إذا سجى ما ودعك ربك وما قلى وللآخرة خير لك من الأولى ألم يجدك يتيما فآوى ووجدك ضالا فهدى
لا إله إلا الله.
فأما اليتيم فلا تقهر وأما السائل فلا تنهر فأما اليتيم فلا تقهر وأما السائل فلا تنهر وأما بنعمة ربك فحدث. الله أكبر. إنا أعطيناك الكوثر فصل لربك وانحر إن شانئك هو الأبتر. صدق الله العلي العظيم.
The sky is clear, the air is clean, the land is green. Thank you, Allah. Thank you, Allah. The paths we walk, the lines we talk, the things we see. Thank you, Allah. Thank you, Allah. Say, thank you, Allah. Thank you, Allah. Say, thank you, Allah. Thank you, Allah. When I sleep, when I eat, when I breathe, thank you, Allah. Thank you, Allah. That we walk, the faith we've got, the life we live, don't forget to say, thank you, Allah. Say, thank you, Allah. Thank you, Allah.
بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم رب اشرح لي صدري ويسر لي أمري واحلل عقدة من لساني يفقه قولي. Dear viewers, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Peace be unto you all. The theme of our program is Islamic Teachings in brief. It means we are discussing on the topic of Islam, values of Islam, principles of Islam, Islamic laws, and issues pertaining to our society based on Islamic principles and Islamic point of view. But our program is not only confined within the Islamic society or the Islamic Ummah and the Muslims, but anybody who watch this program definitely will benefit from this program. So what we discuss based on Islam and the Quran, and inshallah every week we come to you with a new topic. This week we are discussing about the introduction of our program. Introductory program, in fact, this week we have. What we discuss in this program is Islam in general. What is Islam? How we can learn about Islam? How we can know about Islam? What are the principles of Islam? And based on Quranic perspective, we talk about Islam. Of course, if we're talking about Islam, it doesn't mean that we deny or we do not respect the other religions or the followers of other religions. Islam itself mentions in one of the verses of the Holy Quran that lakum dinukum waliya deen. You believe your deen and let us believe our deen. So that's a kind of tolerance in Islam, that we are not having any problem with any society or any religion and the followers of that religion. Meantime, Islam also mentions in one of the verses of the Holy Quran that La ikraha fid deen, no compulsion on deen. There is no force to somebody to accept the deen. We don't force any to accept our beliefs or to follow the Islam. When you feel something which is having philosophy behind it and acceptable and reasonable and it's valuable, then the instinct nature of human being tells that what is good, we have to adopt it. What is the best, we have to adopt it. Meantime, Islam also encourages to propagate Islam. As a Muslim, we have responsibility to put forward what we have in Islam and share these teachings with other brothers and sisters. Ud'u ila sabil rabbika bil maw'idati wal hasana bil maw'idati al hasana ud'u ila sabil rabbika bil maw'idati al hasana wajadilhum billati hiya ahsan. Invite others towards the way of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, towards the path of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, with good conduct and good morality, in a nice way, in a better way. Even if you want to debate with someone on Islamic topics and the topics pertaining to the religion, debate with good morals and good conduct and behave good with your opponent in debation. That is the teachings of Islam. That's what we are going to do in these programs, inshallah. So we put forward what the Islam is, what the teachings of Islam are, what the teachings of Quran are. It's left to you. If you feel that it's comfortable and it is acceptable for you, Bismillah, we offer it. And if you have any question, if you have any doubt, if you have any objection or comment, you are feel free to contact the numbers given on the screen, and inshallah we try our best to answer your questions and satisfy you based on Quran and based on Islamic principles. What we discuss here is something which we understand from the Quran and from the Islam. We never say that if we have any difference of opinion, if we see some other program or some other lecturers or other channels talking something which you feel that what we are discussing here is a bit different, so there is no problem with that. Rasulullah himself sallallahu alayhi wa sallam mentions that ikhtilafu ummati rahmah, the difference of opinion in our ummah, in our nation, itself is a blessing. So we need to listen to everyone, listen to all scholars, listen to all lectures, but accept it which is best. As mentioned in Quran, الذين يستمعون القول ويتبعون أحسنه. The good people, the people with morality, the people who are in search of truth, they always listen to everyone, listen to the difference of opinion, but they will accept which is good, which is best. So our responsibility to put forward what we understand from Islam and Quran and discuss with you in these programs, but it is also your responsibility to go and search and find out what is the best and accept it. We, as we mentioned in our theme, that Islamic teachings in brief. We are not going to discuss in detail. In fact, the time itself, the time of program never permits us to go in detail. We discuss in brief, but it is your responsibility to do a little bit homework and do some research. Nowadays, mashallah, the facilities are available. Within a click, you will find a vital information from the internet. And even we have a different and several scholars around, and we have several books available. We can read the books, we can go ask the scholars and find out, do the research. The first and basic thing what we need to promote here is we need to create an atmosphere of teaching and learning. That's what recommended strongly in Islam. In fact, the first verse which is revealed upon our Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam was encouraging ummah to read. Iqra bismi rabbika alladhi khalaq. Read in the name of the one who created you. So, reading, doing research, understanding, discussing is something we need to promote in our society. Whatever we need to understand about Islam, whatever we need to understand about Al-Quran, we need to do the research, we need to go after it, search and find out which is best, and inshallah that will benefit in this world to achieve prosperity, and also it is good to achieve salvation in hereafter. It is strongly recommended in Islam, whenever you have any doubt about someone or about you have any discussion on any particular point of view, it is strongly recommended in Islam to go and have discussion with the concerned person and concerned authority. Rather than promoting misunderstanding and listening to the rumors, it is good to go and build a bridge of communication. So we can cut the gap of communication. Then only we can get through. We can have a peaceful and nice environment. In that, we can live peacefully with each other. Islam strongly recommends to talk to each other. Cut the misunderstandings. Do not think bad about someone. If you have any doubt, go and clear it. That's what promoted in Islam. As we mentioned, our program, Islamic Teachings in brief. We are not going to discuss something in detail. Brief. Within short time, we want to discuss about some of the Islamic topics, and inshallah you will elaborate it. One thing I want to mention here, that normally it has been seen that many people, they want to read more, they want to listen more, they want to talk more. In fact, the best way to understand something is not the lengthy discussions or lengthy readings. The proper understanding and going through the particular methodology will benefit a lot rather than lengthy discussions or lengthy readings. Let me go to the Islamic history. A Badawian, illiterate Arab villager, when he heard about Al-Islam, came to Rasulullah. Rasulullah was sitting along with his companions, and he entered there and he asked Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam about Al-Islam, the message of Islam. He wanted to know what is Islam. Remember, he was Badawian, illiterate villager. Want to know what is Islam. He don't have much time to spend there. He just came and inquiring about Islam, and Rasulullah is answering to him. In a nutshell, once he asked what is Islam and what is the message of Islam, Rasulullah replied, فَمَنْ يَعْمَلْ مِثْقَالَ ذَرَّةٍ خَيْرًا يَرَهُ وَمَنْ يَعْمَلْ مِثْقَالَ ذَرَّةٍ شَرًّا يَرَهُ. Whoever does a good deed like an atom, he will see it. And whoever commit any sin like an atom, he will see it. The Badawian, the illiterate Arab villager, said, I got it. Ya Rasulullah, thank you very much. And he left. The Arabs, the companions of Rasulullah, some of them, they had objection on it. The objection on the behavior of the Badawian. They said, what type of person he was? He came asking Rasulullah a question, and Rasulullah about to explain, and he heard just 2 verses of the Holy Quran, and he left. He's supposed to sit down and he's supposed to listen more verses of the Holy Quran from Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Then the Rasulullah replied, Ja'a Arabiyan wa raja'a faqihan. He came as an illiterate Arab Badawian, but while he was returning back, he returned as a scholar. What he mean? Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam want to explain to his companions that you no need to listen to the Holy Quran and the entirety of it, like lengthy verses and lengthy chapters. That also is recommended. It's good to read more. It's good to explore more. It's good to listen more. But to achieve salvation and to achieve prosperity, to reach up to a level of guided one, not necessary to listen to lengthy discussions and lengthy lectures. Once a person who talk about Islam is sincere enough, and once the person who listen about Islam is sincere enough and ready to accept and ready to seek guidance, then the short 2 verses are more than enough. Rasulullah told to the Badawian, the Arab villager who was illiterate, just 2 verses he recited, and he understand the entire Islam out of that 2 verses of the Holy Quran. So we need to promote such kind of mentality within ourselves. Once we are sincere enough, once we are eager to learn and apply in our day-to-day life, then 1 verse can change our entire life. So that's how we wanted to design our program. We don't want to discuss in detail. Just we try our best to have our program very short, and inshallah we hope that our listeners and our viewers will go through with it and do some homework, and inshallah they will benefit from our program. Anytime, any comments, any suggestion, any constructive comment or the valuable suggestion are welcome, and you can contact anytime to the given numbers on screen, and even you can write us about our program on to the email address given on your screen, so we can communicate, we can discuss, we can try our best to promote the atmosphere of teaching and learning of Al-Islam, and we hope that these programs will benefit you, and these programs will benefit all our community. Wassalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Let me introduce myself. My name is Islam, The root word of peace, salam, or even salima, meaning submission, which to a Muslim is like his tuition, it's his ticket in. But before I begin, let me greet you like I'm supposed to do so. Assalamu alaikum, may peace be upon you. You know, it's kind of funny. I'm accused of oppressing when really I'm oppressed. I've become on the list of things to detest. I'm screamed in rage in almost every protest, and I've become the Red Scare, a threat to the West. You see, if you look at me and all my obligations, you'll see why I have such a great population. It's because there's that motivation and that sense of inspiration that keeps Muslim as their occupation. To me, being a good Muslim means being a good person, because I'll never ask you to kill or to slay or to lie at least 5 times a day. I'll never ask you to steal or to hate or to swear or discriminate. I actually tell you to smile to everyone you see, because a smile is the best form of charity. I tell you not to smoke and not to drink, to stay clean and take showers so you simply don't stink. I tell you to care for animals and treat them with care. So yes, I'm against animal testing and abuse, in case you weren't aware. I tell you to treat those who treat you bitter, better. I tell you to not be mad at someone for more than 3 days. I tell you to respect women and lower your gaze. I tell you that paradise lies under the feet of your mother. I tell you to passionately love your significant other. I tell you to never mistreat your wife. I mean, if I tell you to care for animals, then what about the love of your life? I tell you to be precious and save yourself for the one, so you don't keep giving yourself away till you're literally done. I tell you to be moderate, and that balance is key. Just in the middle is the perfect place to be. I tell you to excel in all that you do, from that essay to that slam dunk too. I tell you to clear your ignorance and to never judge, to love for your bro what you love for yourself, and to never hold a grudge. I tell you how to be a good person of peace and a person of love. And they say I'm a terrorist and extremist, and you know what? I am. I am a terrorist. I terrorize terror. I kill injustice to make this world fairer. I am an extremist. I am extremely kind. So beware of my extreme benevolence to all of mankind. Yes, there are those who kill and bomb in my name, but if I don't approve, then why am I to be blamed? In every religion you'll find those who abuse it, thinking they have a permit to do wrong. A religion may be perfect, but the followers may not be. So when mine commit mistakes, don't blame it on me. I give what I got, and what I got is good. So if they do otherwise, they misunderstood. And I'm not here to preach, I'm only here to teach. I'm a professor in politics, economy, and sociology. In manners and etiquette, I got my PhD. To all my teachings, I have 2 sources. The Book of God and the words of the Prophet are my resources. I teach for free, and to whoever desires to learn. It's all for the sake of Allah. I ask for nothing in return. And listen, I'm not here to convert, but just to clear misconceptions with the way I'm viewed and my common perception. Because yes, it hurts when I'm literally abused by some who do it for pleasure just to be amused, and by some who just follow the trend because they're clearly confused. In a nutshell, my name is Islam.